This is your top three from last night's Arnold Classic UK, the final show of that name, the 2022 Arnold Classic UK. It'll be the final one, guys. But anyway, this is your top three. Like I said, James Hollingshead got third, Patrick Johnson got second, and your winner is Andrew Jacked. And this is not meant to dispute that. This is more or less to see why the judges picked him. And I seen the word dominate. Andrew Jack dominated. No, he didn't. And by the end of this video, you might agree with me, maybe not. James Holling said he might be the driest in certain shots, the wheels, things of that nature, but Patrick Johnson's right there with him. Last in line, I'm surprised, would be Andrew Jacked when you look at the wheels, as far as dry graininess, but he has the best muscle separation. And he is the biggest dude out there. He is huge. He's not the biggest dude as far as muscularity is concerned. As far as the upper body, I think Patrick Johnson, that's an easy one to say. Anyway, I think he's probably my choice, maybe for the win. But yeah, Jacked, he's awesome. Not the best pose for Hollingshead. Go to the front lat spread, and oh my goodness, wow! I'll link you to a couple of Instagram pages with lots of pictures and some video footage. And in the video footage, guys, like I said, go check the description. You can see an Instagram page or two. Go find the video footage and you can see Patrick Johnson. He had that thin skin, that things of that nature. I think he has Hollinghead's number. I think he's just that much more conditioned. Maybe Hollingshead is dry. But he is that much more filled out, I think, in the lats, is Patrick Johnson. Now, obviously, guys, Andrew Jacked, I don't care if he is the least conditioned guy. He's beating anybody in this shot. He is tremendous. Turn to the side here. Now, for the most part, James Hollingshead, he dominates the first two shots. Was he dominant in this one? Maybe. The front lat spread anyway. Now, from the side, it is not quite so. He's not winning in the wheels. I think Patrick Johnson has an incredibly dry, separated set of quads. Hollingshead's winning in the lower half. This is Branch Warren-like. And not only is he huge, but he's very dry and grainy as well. Arguably winning in the upper body too is Hollingshead. Look at the arm, bicep, delt. I mean, Andrew Jacked, he's got a gnarly physique. But it's just the way he's holding his arm there. I think, if he was holding it down straight, it would, it would show that he probably is losing in the arm development. Chest, yeah, he's probably least in line as far as that's concerned too, is Andrew Jacked. Patrick looks good. Here's the next side shot. And yeah, James Hollingshead looks incredible. Good separation, once again, for Andrew Jacked. You can see the chest, the ab separation. Now, if you compare this one here with the Texas Pro, some of you guys were saying it was the lighting, things of that nature. I mean, come on, guys. Go watch that video comparison and look at the abs difference in the side tricep. They're hanging off. You can't get that type of thick ab separation with lighting, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, he still looks good, and he looks the best as far as the torso is concerned, arguably getting a victory in the upper body. Now, between Hollingshead and Johnson, I like the way Johnson is hitting the shot. He's just leaning forward just a little bit too much. Hollingshead's a little bit thicker, probably would give it to him. Now here is the back shot, and here is where I'm sure most of you guys will agree with me. Now I made Jacked so tall. He's not bending at the knees like the other guys. That's how most of the bodybuilders do it, plus he is taller. Now here is where Hollingshead and Patrick Johnson should be beating Andrew Jacked. Realistically, guys. As far as we know, bodybuilding fans, come on, the more conditioned, much more conditioned, peeled, hamstrings, lower back. They used to say shows are won from behind because that's the exposes the least conditioned men. I mean, are we to assume that Charles Claremont, guys like that, should have been winning Olympias if they went by today's standards? Well, either which way, guys, it's, I guess they just count it as maybe a lost point if they're the least conditioned guy. Hard to find good pictures of Andrew Jacked hitting these back shots too. So, and here's the rear lat spread. there was no picture from James Hollingshead, strangely enough, in the rear lat spread. Interesting. There was, but he was all half cocked over the other side. He was tilted so thousely. Anyway, yeah, Jacked is big and probably the best, or he is the best, structurally speaking. But when you're least in line, in terms of conditioning is concerned, I mean, come on, guys, traditionally, and look at that rear double. Go back and look at that rear double. James Hollingshead was even more peeled than dice to the socks than Patrick Johnson. Anyway, guys, just my opinion. No need to get upset about this. Hey, the abs and thigh is for sure an Andrew Jack pose, and that's due to his structure, due to those bubbly, troubly, bubbly abs. Not as bubbly as they were at the Texas, though. But at the end of the day, guys, he is not the driest. Hollingshead, very dry, as well as Patrick Johnson. Patrick Johnson, he's awesome. He's awesome. This guy's the new dude to look out for sure. Look at those abs as well. I mean, he'd be winning this one between him and Hollingshead. Hollingshead kind of does the sideways one. Nice obliques. And I guess that is one criticism that I could have on Andrew Jacked. He doesn't have that dryness, that shredded oblique look like James Hollingshead or say Sean Ray, for instance. Here's the most muscular. Finish this one off. And Andrew Jacked on points. Yeah, he's winning. He's winning the front double. He's winning the front lat. He's winning abs and thigh. I mean, it's a good comparison also in the side tricep. Could have been winning that one. The guy is very dominant in numbers, but in condition, he was not that impressive at all. I expected to see him up the ante as far as conditioning was concerned from the Texas. Did not happen. He was no bigger. He was less conditioned. I think he just overworked himself, over-dieted. Got to do the same thing that he did for the Texas. And it wasn't just the lighting, guys. Have a close look. I mean, my soul, Patrick Johnson looks awesome under these lights. So does James Hollingshead. He looked very dry indeed. Maybe the most conditioned man. I'd probably give him second place due to the dry condition. But Patrick Johnson, he came on strong in the finals. And too bad we didn't have all the footage of the pre-show and the finals, prejudging and the finals. Make a more educated decision on this. But yeah. Honestly, guys, going by today's standards, I guess Andrew Jacked wins, but I think the more conditioned guy, both of the more conditioned guys, one of those two should have won this one. But anyway, guys, not trying to start enemies with you Andrew Jacked-aholics. Andrew Jacked-aholics. He's good, and I love this aesthetic look. And hey, if he's winning shows, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Hit thumbs up, guys. Subscribe. Have a nice one.